Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And we're going to take a look at an article now. Ultimately, it's a bit sad. It involves a man who has a mental issue. And he thought he was a woman. And he's gone down that line of pretending to be a woman. And he went down it so much so he was probably pressured into peer pressure and whatever. But he was sold on a lie. And the doctors were saying, oh, yes. We can cut your ghoulies off. Take your penis and turn it into a vagina, and then you can truly be a woman. Which, of course, is a lie, and you'll never be a woman. He's just a man with a lot of pain. Indeed, so much pain from this permanent open wound that keeps getting infected that he now wants to end his own life, and he's asking the authorities to do it for him. Well, it was the hospital, after all, that did this to him. It ought to be the hospital that makes the decision. It's a very complicated case. Ultimately, I feel sorry for him. What he should have had treatment for was what was going on in here, not what was going on in here. You're not born in the wrong body. You just are born with a bit of a shagged mind, really. You need to get your mind fixed. But we'll take a look at the story, take a look at the guy instead, and see what's going on and see why he wants to end it all. And, you know, if he's in constant pain like that, you can't blame him. But you've got to wonder what kind of organisation pushes people into doing this, knowing that there is something like, I think it's like an 80% or even higher percentage of people who, after going through trans-op surgery, end up in constant pain for the remainder of their life. Do you really want to be a woman that much? And the ultimate sad is you're still not a woman. You're a man. Anyway, we'll take a look at it and see what's going on. Here goes. So, transsexual requests euthanasia in Canada over pain from sex change surgery. So this man has gone in, thought he was a woman, went and gone changed everything. Oh, quick, hack me bits off. And ever since he's had the bits hacked off in 2009, he's been in constant pain. Because, of course, they're calling it a neo-vagina, but it's not a vagina. It is quite literally just an open wound in a body. And you have to go in every day and force your hand in and pull it apart to stop it healing every day. And that's the infection risk, and that's the pain. And it's what you want to do. I mean, if you want to be a woman that much, then fine, but you're going to have to be prepared to put up with it. A post-operation transsexual Canadian has requested that the socialised healthcare system provide an assisted suicide lethal injection in order to end long-term suffering and pain from a surgery to manufacture a neo-vagina. Lois Cardinal, a self-described sterilised First Nations post-op transsexual, has expressed immense regret over a 2009 surgery, I bet you do, to create an imitation vagina out of an inverted penis, saying that euthanasia would be preferable to the constant pain from the novel operation. The aftermath of the surgery often leaves many in pain, with the resulting neo-vagina effectively being an open wound that needs to be dilated daily to prevent it from healing. Well, they don't tell you that before they do it, though. They don't tell you, oh, you know you're going to be in constant pain. You're going to still have urges as a man because, you know, you're still going to have your prostate and you're still going to have that root of the vagina that's still there. You're still going to root of the vagina. Root of the penis is still going to be there and still forcing, even though there's nothing there. You're still getting those, like, penile erection urges. People don't tell them that. And it's so frustrating because you've got no way of relieving that urge. Weird, isn't it? Cardinal applied for Canada's MAID, a medical assistance in dying, euthanasia programme. However, despite the progressive socialised healthcare being one of the most liberal in providing assisted suicide, the 35-year-old Alberta resident has initially been rejected. Based on current clinical information and consultations, the patient does not meet current MAID criteria, the doctor wrote. That's because he's only in pain. He's not actually dying, and that's the point. In medical documents released by Cardinal on social media, a doctor wrote that based on current clinical information and consultations, the patient does not meet the MAID criteria, and it is believed that the transsexual individual did not qualify for the euthanasia program, which is open to those who are suffering from incurable diseases or disabilities, as there are options to mitigate the pain from sex change surgery. In other words, they can drug him up, dope him up for life. The case has, according to opponents, demonstrated the pitfalls of not only transgender surgery, but of the 2021 liberalisation of the euthanasia laws in Canada. which has opened up the way for an estimated record 13,500 state-backed suicides last year, up from 10,064 in 2021. Campaigners have raised concerns that more people like Cardinal will apply for the programme rather than the traditionally terminally ill patients. Yeah, you're going to get a lot more people doing it out of depression. This is the thing. It's not out of a medical need. It's out of the fact that they've sat there, destroyed their lives, destroyed their bodies in an ideal goal that, oh, I'm going to be such a beautiful woman. And it turns out you're still a man. It's just a man with a wound. And it won't stop you ever being a man. You're male. You're still male. You still have male body. You still have a male blood system. Still have male musculature. You still produce maleness in every aspect of your biochemistry. There is no going back. Once you're conceived, your sex is set. All this assigned at birth is bullshit. That's language they use, but it means nothing. There is no assigned at birth. There is decided at conception. He says, I'm not getting any better, and nor am I experiencing better medical care or any medical care, he said. I'm so captured by it's so captured by gender ideologies that they care more about my pronouns than about my health. The post-op transsexual has become an active critic of radical LGBT ideology and has warned children and other vulnerable Canadians, including Canada's Cardinal's native community, are susceptible to falling prey to a trend that is now being medicalised. And that's the trouble. They're aiming this at children increasingly. They want more and more children to undergo this mass sterilisation of children and getting into their heads. And it's all to do with the fact that these weirdos seem to think that they have a voice. We need to clamp them down for what they are. Dangerous predators. Keep them away from children. And if they are so mentally deranged that they honestly think that they want to be women, they need to be locked up, because no matter what you do, they will never ever be women. They just go out and become predators. This month, researchers from the University of Florida and Brooks Rehabilitation released a study which claimed that 4 out of 5, 81% of people who've had sex change genital surgery over the past 5 years have experienced long-standing pain following the surgery. They also found that 57% reported finding sexual intercourse a painful experience in the wake of their surgery. Well, of course it is. You're sticking things into an open wound, wiggling it about, infecting it constantly. And that's what this needs to be told. This needs to be put to anyone who's considering becoming a woman. No. You're not considered a woman. You don't change your gender unless you go post-op. And then tell them what post-op is. And until then, you're just a man with a mental illness. And that's it. They are mentally ill men. And it's funny, amazingly, how many of them are lesbians. Because the last thing they want is anywhere near a penis. Anyway, I should stop there and come up. I do feel sorry for him, but, you know, you've made your bed. You're going to have to lie in it. Anyway, coming up. He's not alone, of course. We have the clinic here, the Tavistock Clinic, that's going to be sued shortly. There's thousands of children that have regretted going through that, having their lives destroyed as they're sterilised as children, simply because they keep getting pushed that way by the likes of Stonewall. They keep going into things going, if you don't put that, don't pay us £100,000 and make us put our Stonewall badge on your wall, we'll tell people you're a bad person, you're anti-trans. But it just takes enough people now to just actually say, tell you what, Stonewall, off you go. Don't care. You're not getting a penny. We don't care. Go away. What are you going to do? Nothing. Oh, well, trans people will stop using you. Yeah. Like, that's going to affect my profits. Off you go. Meanwhile, I'm going to stand there and say, I'm protecting the children by not allowing you anywhere near them. How's that going to affect my profits? You can just see. Look. All you have to do is look at what's been going on. Disney, failing. Budweiser, failing. Target, failing. Everywhere that's gone pro-identity politics, failing badly. And now the banks are getting it, because if you don't agree with the bank's views, they're going to go, because people are starting to say enough's enough. The tide is finally turning, thank heavens. We can stop putting up with these mentally ill people pushing their horrific ideologies even, onto children. Anyway, I shall stop there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see here on the channel, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, leave a like, leave a comment. Please share the video. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and don't get anything cut off. Ever. Bye.